Great. I have people from Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Indore, Aurangabad, Parabhani, Muscat, Bhiwani, Mysore, Pune, Rajkot, Belagavi, Thane. So a lot of people welcome all of you to Pathfinders training, and I hope I could add some knowledge into your stock market dictionary. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. People are joining. So let's look at the market today. How many of you trade? And how many of you are fresh? Okay. People are still joining, so I'm just doing a chit chat so that people can come. Rishi from Pune says, sir, I'm very, very fresh. Well, that's very good. Fresh is good because you're at least a clean slate on which something can be written. As people are joining, let's look at how the market has been in the past few days. And if I look at the past few days of the market, I remember somewhere around this level, there was a euphoria. There was a euphoria in the market. And there were two recent euphorias I've seen. One was here, when everybody was talking figures, Nifty will go to 30,000, 20,000, 15,000. Okay. And then there was a correction, then it went up, and now it is even going into a more deeper correction here. Guys, one thing before I start here, from my end, if I go to fast.com here, I am working on 100 Mbps connection here. So from my end, I'm on a very fast speed. But since I am transmitting both video and audio together, and on your side, if the speed is less or shared, sometimes it might be a 10 Mbps connection, but shared, so speed becomes less. So in that case, my voice might come cracking, halting. My video might not be very clear, but do not worry. Everybody who's attending this workshop, I will be sending a recording of the session to him. A recording of this session will be sent to everybody. So even if you are not able to hear it properly for any reason, I'll be sending you a recording. Before you wake up tomorrow morning, you will have a recording. So just to make it clear from the very start here, and I have most people are here, so let's start here. So my name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer and IITian. I'll tell you about myself. But now I'm a full-time trader. This is what I do. Some of you might have seen my videos on YouTube. So let me introduce myself in absentia first. This is my Facebook page. So if you send me a friend request today, I will accept it. Today, not tomorrow. Because today, whosoever is sending, I know these people are from my training room, so I'm very particular about accepting people. But today, if you send me a friend request, I will accept your friend request. Okay, that's number one. Then this is my Twitter handle. You can see me here. This is my LinkedIn profile, where you can, be my friends on LinkedIn. And this is my YouTube channel. It's very popular. I've had about 7 lakh hits so far on this. And a lot of my live trading videos are available here. So Pathfinders is known more for its live trading videos. Like this is the one that I've uploaded just a few hours ago. This is my today's video.
How do you bring lights to billions of people?
where I was trading
Prevent millions of tons.
valid in my live trading room where I was trading, and by evening I could book a profit of 55,000 rupees while the market was going down. So you can. This is today's video only. I'm very open about my method, systems, strategies. I believe strategy is like a cricket bat. You just give a cricket bat in the hand of a novice, you will be out. But give the same cricket bat in the hand of Virat Kohli and he'll make a century. The magic doesn't lie in the cricket bat, but it lies into the skill that the cricketer has. So this is a 55,000 rupees of profit that I booked here. Found a double top going down. Like here. And this is the view pending orders lift. And I live trade. That's how I do. So you can watch it later on. That's my channel, guys. And this is my website, pathfinderstrainings.com. And here, all the information about Pathfinders is available. Okay. Now, our stock market is a risky place, so don't copy blindly anything. 55,000 on how much capital? On 10 lakh capital, Yuvraj. So that was about 5% in a day. Okay. Right here. And I was doing gap trading. You can see that video and learn some gap trading there, guys. This is the place I'm sitting. Since this is online training, so let me at least put some visuals in your mind. This is my trading room. This is the chair on which I'm sitting right now. These are the 4 screens on which I do my trading every day with my traders with about 10 lakh rupees of capital. I'm known for live trading. On the right side, if you see, is one more small computer in which I do my personal trading, and there the amount is pretty big, this is my mic through which you're listening to my voice here. I'm a book lover. So in my trading room, there are a lot of books. On the left side are more spiritual books. I'm a big fan of, the other world. I believe that we are human beings. We are on a journey and a spiritual path. My parents are there. You can do nothing without their blessings. And on the right side, these are all stock market books. And I have a simple rule: till the time I don't finish the book, I don't put it in my bookshelf. So each and every book that you see here, I have read it, and this is just one part. I have one more room like this, which is full of books. I finish on an average about a book a week. This is my 65-inch TV in which I can watch a chart big. It's a Sony TV. If I want to watch a Tata Steel or a Nifty in detail and I want to analyze it, I normally go here, project it on this, sit here and watch it. Right? So that's me. And that's how I look. This is our 4 needs: financial freedom, peace of mind, health and energy, and loving relationships. Today we are going to talk about financial freedom. What is financial freedom? Financial freedom is when you have more money than you require. That's my very simple logic of financial freedom. When you have more money than you require, then you are financially free. Okay. And I have about 55 people who are attending this session right now. Invitations were sent to about 100, about 55 have joined. And I've normally seen that by the end of the session, only about 60% people remain, 40% go away. So, and it is those 60% people that I am interested in. If you have come here for a shortcut, for a tip service, or a fast way of making money, you are sitting in the wrong webinar. But if you want to create a source of income, you also want to make money like this, but by spending 6 months to 1 year acquiring the skill, then this is the right place you have come into. You have come into the trading room of a trader, not anybody else. So that's what I'll be talking about. And we'll see how financial freedom can be achieved through the stock markets. Okay, at this moment, is stock market your choice or is it your need now? Very good, Mohammed. Vikas says it is a choice. Mohammed says it is a need. Rahul says it is a choice. It's not a choice. It's your need now. Let's understand why. This is a very important point to understand about the stock market. Otherwise, we will not take it seriously. After demonetization, this country went on a different trajectory altogether. The cash was washed out from the system. And the moment that happened, real estate as an investment vehicle was dead. It is dead, now for the next 10 years. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to do your business, but real estate is not great now for investment anymore. It might crack down 30-40% more down. In most cities, the process has already started. And when cash was sucked away from the system, the banks are now filled with white money, filled with money. And because they have too much money, so will the interest rate, the FD rates, are they going up or are they coming down? Yeah, they're coming down. So obviously, they're not so attractive anymore. Earlier, FD rates used to be 10%, 11%, then they came to 8%. Now they are around 6-7% per year. And this is how the power of compounding works. If your money is growing at 24% a year, it takes only 3 years for it to double. But if it is growing at 4% per year, it will take 18 years to double. Are we going towards 4% per year? Yes, we are already at 6% per year in FDs. And very soon, every year we lose about 1%. All the developed countries, their FD rates are about 2 to 4% per year. And that's where we are slowly going. GST has been implemented. The pain is visible now. So very soon you will be at 4% per year. And that will take about 18 years to double. And if your money takes 12 to 18 years to double, well, I don't think we can see that as a vehicle of financial freedom. Rahul, even though we are not very close to develop, but the process has started. We are in the process. So, can this be your vehicle for financial freedom? I don't think so. So, FD, pension funds, they are not your vehicles for financial freedom. And when your money is growing at 6% per year, let's say current FD growth rate, is the effective rate only 6%? No. The effective rate is minus 4%. Minus 4%. Why minus 4%? 10% per year is inflation, right? 10% per year is inflation. So your money is devalued by about 10% per year, and it is giving you only 6% per year. So instead of your growing money by 6%, net, your money actually grows by minus 4% per year. Are you with me on this? Do I make sense? Yes or no? Yes. Gold and silver were never investment vehicles. You can't even put cash into your home anymore. It doesn't grow below the carpet or in a cupboard. So what is your only choice left now if you want to achieve financial freedom? What is your only choice left? Well, answer so that you will know. The stock market is no more a choice. It is a need. Stock market is a need now. If you want to achieve financial freedom, you will have to go to the stock market. But unfortunately, stock market is either taken by most people either as a long-term investing or it is taken as a short-term gambling. That's how most of the people go into this. People either come to the stock market through the direct route, buying stocks, or they come through indirect route like mutual funds, IPOs, or pension funds, or some other vehicle, basically. So, but the fact is, stock market is not taught in school. It is not taught in colleges, and most people equate it as gambling. And in the back of the mind, it is said, "Oh, good people don't go there." That's why stock market is a place where people are mostly looking for short-term gains. Do most people make money in the stock market? Yes or no? Chalo, this is an important question. Do most people make money in stock market? No. See, no, everybody's saying no. 80% people make losses here, guys. 80% people make losses, 20% people make money here. 80%, that's a big number. And this 80-20 rule is available everywhere in the world. From your class, how many people became super successful? 20%. How many were not successful? 80%. In the world, how many people get good jobs? 20%. How many people don't get good jobs? 80%. So that is a regular rule of the world. And we will be talking a lot about losses today. Most people don't want to listen about losses. Most people don't talk about losses. But if you don't understand losses, profits can never come to you. Profits can never come to you. So understanding the mechanism of loss would be very, very important. And there are 4 reasons why losses happen into this market. Would you like to learn why losses happen? Because till the time you don't know about losses, well, how can you talk about profits? All those big words, strategies, method, binary options, all this crap. First, you should know why loss is happening. I'm a stock market coach. I'm a professional trader. I struggle with the loss every day. And for me, this is my living. So, and you can see that I work in this one pretty well, but it takes time to understand those losses. We will be talking about that as the session will progress. Number of people are slowly increasing now. These are the 4 equations of money. Income plus loan is equal to expense. If you are paying any kind of a housing loan, car loan, your life is in equation number 1 and you're far away from financial freedom. The only equation of financial freedom is equation number 4. Income minus saving is equal to expense. So on the left side, stock market can help you in both the ways. Number 1, stock market can help you to increase your incomes. You are making a salary ranging from 25,000 rupees a month to 5 lakh rupees a month. This is the range of the people sitting into my webinar right now. Let's say somebody is making a salary of 1 lakh rupees a month and he goes 25 days to the office. So he's working for 4,000 rupees per day. One way is to work hard to get a 50% increment every year. And other is to learn how to make 2,000 rupees per day extra by learning intraday and swing trading in derivatives market. Which one is a little easier? The second one. Trust me, the second one is easier. Because that is dependent totally on you. If you start learning how to make 2,000 rupees extra per day, you have automatically increased your income by about 40% a month. By 40%, there are only 20 trading days in a month. Okay, so this is the first need. The second need is savings. None of you will get a pension. No pensions anymore. 30 to 60 you earn, 60 to 90 you are on your own. Children have gone away. Life is tough. Doctors don't give discounts. So in that case, it is very, very important that your money is not only beating inflation, you have enough savings so that when you are 60, you have money which is effectively equal to at least about 1 crore rupees of today. If at 60 somebody has a crore rupees, he can plan. Somebody says PF gives 8%. That is not good enough. So when you are going, let's check out. Let's say your PF. I have this slide for you. Yuvraj, slide for you. So Yuvraj from, Chennai. If you put your money into FD, PPF growing at 8% per year for 20 years, your 1 lakh will become 5 lakhs. But if you learn how to build a stock portfolio, growing at 24% per year, compounding every 3 years, your 1 lakh will become 1.2 crore rupees. Which one will lead you to financial freedom? The right side. Okay. And which one do most of the people put their money in? Left side. 80% of the people put their money only in FDs and banks. Do you know why? Why do people put their money into FDs? Actually, answer me. Why do they put their money in FDs? Risk-free. And I'm reading your answers. Safe, secure. You know what is the rule of returns? The rule of return says whenever you look for safety and security, you will not get returns. Whenever you look for safety and security, you will not get returns. So, let me give you a very crude example. Pilot of the plane gets a salary of about 5-6 lakh rupees a month. The driver driving a cab on the road gets about 20,000 rupees a month. Aren't both of them technically drivers only? See, abhi, thoda sunne mein bura lagta hai, but aren't both of them technically drivers only? So why is it that the pilot is making 5 lakh rupees a month, but this driver is making only 20,000? This guy is driving in traffic. That pilot doesn't have any traffic up. So why is he paid more? Because he is handling a bigger risk. He knows how to handle a bigger risk. He has a better skill to handle a bigger risk. So you are never paid for your degrees. You're not paid for your knowledge. In life, you're only paid for your skills. Only paid for your skills. Whenever you look for something which doesn't require any skill, which is risk-free, it will never give you any returns. If you want returns, you will have to acquire skills. Whatever salary you are making right now, didn't you work 22 years at least acquiring the skill of doing that job? Yes or no? Yes. Why should be it any different in the stock market? Stock market, $10 trillion change hand every day. $10 trillion. That's a lot of money. And people think I'll just go there and put my money, it will go up and I'll become rich. But that's a dream. Come on. Life is not on dreams. Is it a great profession? Wow, it's the best profession ever. Now, how will you make this 1.2 crore from 1 lakh? By acquiring the necessary skill so that you can handle your own stock portfolio. And whenever I see what is your need of retirement, 1 crore rupees, net inflation. And how do most of the people approach their portfolio? Oh, very easy. They do more research buying a mobile phone than buying a stock for their portfolio. Let's say if I tell people, okay, for your portfolio, you can buy either a Tata Steel or you can buy, let's say, a Chaman Lal Shethia. Which one will most of the people buy for their long-term portfolio? Tata Steel. No doubt, everybody is saying Tata Steel, right? Now let's look at the reality. Let's go and look at the reality. First, let's go to Tata Steel. Change script. I go to Tata Steel, your favorite. for your long term. If I go to Tata Steel, if you would have invested your money in Tata Steel, your 1,000 rupees would have become 650 rupees. You would have lost 8 years of your life, and 35% of your money you would have lost. This is your Tata Steel guys. Okay. But if you would have put your money in Chamanlal Sethia, some people are wondering, is there a company like that? It is. We have made a lot of money from that. This is Chamanlal Sethia, guys. In just about 4 years, it has gone from 5 rupees to about 83 rupees now. Which one will make you financially free? Chamanlal, why? See, people say, why do you get this odd name? Because this is a name you will not forget. I have other names also. But this is a name that most people remember because it's such an odd name, Chamanlal Sethia. My job is to make a point, and there are so many companies like this. If I ask somebody, hey guys, chalo, let's take one more. Let me go here and I go to local ma. I say, okay, you have a choice. You can either buy a Unitech for your portfolio. You can either buy a Unitech, which is at 690, or you can buy a Suzlon, which is at 15 rupees 60 paisa, or you can buy a MRF, which is at 63,000 rupees. A layman, if I give him ₹1,00,000 and say, oh, for your portfolio, you can buy either Unitech, Suzlon, or MRF, which one will most of the people buy? Unitech, Suzlon. That's the fact. Why? Because they think 6 rupees, 15 rupees is cheap, 63,000 is expensive. That's how most people see stock. The fact is the price of one stock has nothing to do with the price of other stocks. Suzlon at 15 rupees, most people don't know that the book value is minus 8 rupees. What does it mean? If the company closes down, you will have to legally pay 8 rupee back to the company. Legally. And MRF at 63,000 is still cheap because the correct valuation of that is maybe about 2 lakh rupees. So we will talk about portfolio building, how you can build portfolio. This is now how you approach. Most people, when I say to them intraday trading, people think intraday trading is gambling. There's gambling. Well, derivatives are weapons of mass destruction. And they will quote Warren Buffett. What they don't know is in 2008, Warren Buffett was the one who bought the most options. So, intraday trading, amazing form of trading. You just saw I made 55,000 rupees today. But if you don't understand the leverage, if you don't understand the risk, if you don't have the skill, tell me one thing. I gave you a motorcycle. You don't know how to drive a motorcycle. Is the motorcycle risky or not, Mohammed? Yes, but if you learn how to drive that motorcycle, won't you enjoy it? So, when you are coming to the stock market, you are suffering from 3 risks. You suffer from 3 risks in the stock market. The first risk is a skill risk. If you don't have skill, everything is risky. Risk is inversely proportional to skill. The more skill you acquire in any field, the less risky it becomes. If I ask a guy to do open heart surgery, he has never been to a medical college, of course, the patient will die. But if the same guy is given in the hands of a heart surgeon, he will do a successful surgery. What is the difference? Both of them have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose, 1 tongue. Everything else is same. They even look the same. What is the difference? Skill. That is there. Chilla ke both skill. Without skill, you will be killed. So why is it so difficult for people to understand that in the stock market, if you will come without a skill, you will be killed? Right? So When you come to the stock market, the key is, if you come here without a skill, you will be dead. Because a guy with skill will take money from the guy without a skill. Then there is a time risk. The bigger the time frame, bigger is the risk here. That's why intraday trading is actually the safest form of trading. Tell me one thing. What does risk mean to you, Chino? The number of people have increased. This batch is fantastic. Here people are increasing. Nobody is leaving. Most people start leaving by this time. Thank you very much for staying on. Now, Vikas says risk means losing money. No. Risk means uncertainty. The technical definition of risk is risk means uncertainty. Chalo, let's understand the risk from this chart today. Let's take today's chart. I open a 10-minute chart of the market today. Let's say somebody says, will you tell about yourself? Yeah, I'll introduce myself. Don't worry. First, let me teach something. सीखने आए हो, पहले थोड़ा सिखा तो दूं. Let's say somebody at this point, he said, okay, this is going up, let me buy. He says, let me buy. Okay. Now, the moment he buys, he enters the risk. He enters the zone of risk. On the upper side is a risk on profit. Is a risk on profit. It is called positive risk. Risk on profit. On the lower side is the risk on capital. If it goes down, your capital is at risk. Now let's see. This is moving up now. Now this guy is on cloud 9. Is going up. Is right now is on cloud 9 here. It's moving up, up and up. So now when his price is here, tell me one thing, my friends. Has his risk increased or has his risk decreased? Sure. Answer me. Increased, not decreased, Kishore, increased. Because earlier only his capital was at risk. Now both his capital and his profit is at risk because he had not exited it. And I draw a very simple trend line. Trend is your friend till it bends at the end. And here, the trend line was broken. His greed did not allow him to, and he's already lost a substantial part of his profits. So, you incur a risk into the stock market because in stock market, the risk starts when you enter. It doesn't finish. When you go for FD, the moment you put your money there, your risk finishes. No risk. 8% is 8%, 6% is 6%. Your risk finishes. But in stock market, your risk starts when you enter. That means bigger the time frame, the more risk it is. SBI in a day will move maybe 2% up or down. So the risk is 2%. In 1 week, it might move 5% up or down. So the risk increases. In a month, it might move 10% up or down. So risk becomes bigger. And in a year, it might become 50% up or down. So which one is more risky? Intraday trading or portfolio building? Always portfolio building. In intraday, if you do a mistake in 2 hours, it can be recovered in the next 2 hours. But if you buy a wrong stock for the portfolio and you're stuck into it for 5 years, you do not get back your 5 years. Do I make sense? So intraday is actually the safest form of trading. We will talk more about that. Okay, so when you come to the stock market, Please come here for incomes. What is income? Income is that money which is consistent in amount and frequency. Your house is run by incomes, not lotteries. And income has to be planned. Incomes are always via skills. Every profession has got a deliverable. Every profession has got a deliverable. When you are an engineer, what is your deliverable? The deliverable is the building has to be impeccable. The project has to be on time. When you're a software engineer, your deliverable is your program. It has to be coded right. When you're a doctor, your deliverable is a healthy patient. And when you're a stock market trader or investor, what is your deliverable? Your deliverable here is profits. Eventually, you will have to make profits here. If you don't make profits here, you can't survive here in this profession. So whether you make it from Tata or from Bata, it doesn't matter. As long as with the profits you make in your home, you can bring the atta, right? So that is the deliverable. Even if you have spent years here and you have not made profits, coming here is a waste. Coming here is a waste. You have to have inflation to be taken care of, which is continuously eating the purchasing power of your money. You won't have any pension, so you should have one more skill by which you can make money. You can make money while you are sitting at home. After 50, nobody gives you a job. So stock market, I always teach as a skill of making money. And I still have all of you here. Fantastic guys. So if you are in stock market, you should learn how to build and manage your own portfolio. Make money with intraday trading. You should catch market swings with swing trading. And you should know how to trade leverage assets and make money when the price is going down, guys. Okay. Let me introduce myself in brief, guys, before I go further into the arena of profits and losses. Okay. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my M.Tech from IIT, my international certification in management from South America, Peru, and my advanced courses in trading from Pristine Academy of USA and Online Trading Academy of USA. I'm not from a trading background. When I was selected for my IIT and I was going to college, my father, a chemical engineer himself, this Lifebuoy soap of Hindustan Liver, my father is the inventor of the soap. The CNG that you see in vehicles, he was top part of the research team in Indian Institute of Petroleum. He said, son, you're going to this prestigious institute. Try and stay away from bad habits like smoking, drinking, drugs, stock markets, all in the same line. And I said, what is stock market? He said, I don't know, some sort of gambling I've heard. So at a tender age of 17, 18, it was programmed in my mind, stock market means gambling. Until the age of 38, I had nothing to do with stock market. Absolutely nothing to do with stock market. So I was a scientist in CBRI, Government of India, for a few years. Then I got an opportunity to go out of India. I was selected by Skanska, the Swedish construction company, the biggest multinational in the world. And I worked on their hydropower projects in Sri Lanka, Sweden, Norway. And my last project was in Peru in South America. It all started for me when I was in Sri Lanka during the year 2000 to 2003. My wife was a working woman before we went out, and she was feeling absolutely bored sitting in that jungle of Sri Lanka. And one day she came to me and said, I want to do my own business here. And I said, what business will you do? She said, I will do the stock market business. And the warning bell started ringing in my head, what my father has said. But I kept quiet. I said, what will you do? She said, I'll open this online trading account. That broker will give me tips. You just give me about 3 lakh rupees. With that, I will buy and sell and I will make profits. The model looked too simplistic. I looked at her face and I saw that firm, determined look on her face, and I asked myself a question. What is more important, 3 lakh rupees or peace of mind? And the answer immediately came, peace of mind. So I gave the 3 lakh rupees, I considered it as an investment and an expense. And we didn't talk about it for a few months. That was almost a month's salary for me at that time in Skanska. We didn't talk for a few months. One day she came to me and said, you won't feel bad? I said, no. What happened? Have you lost all the money? She said, no, only half of it. Then we didn't discuss about it. And it became even more firm in my mind that stock market means gambling. A few months later, I met Jeffrey, my first mentor in Colombo in Sri Lanka. And that was the turning point in my life. And he taught me how trading is done. And he took out everything. And you need mentors. You need mentors who can live trade in front of you. He didn't teach me theory. He used to trade live in front of me. And that live trading is what taught me about trading. When somebody says, I know how to drive a car, what will you say? Drive, I'll sit with you and I'll watch. That's how trading is learned. So he was my first mentor. I learned a lot from him. He used to trade in front of me. I used to watch. He taught me technical analysis, fundamental analysis, risk management, psychology of trading. Then he went back. I was transferred to Peru, and he had recommended to me Pristine Academy. When I was in Peru, I enrolled for the online course of Pristine Academy, which was a life-changing event for me. I started trading the Indian markets. Within a year, I was making about 10% a month on my capital, which was very encouraging. I was liking my job, but it was a traveling job. So I started enjoying my trading, and I seriously started thinking of taking it as a full-time profession. In 2007 end, I was transferred to Scotland, but I decided to come back and give it a try. So 2007 February, I came back to India and became a full-time trader. No support from anybody except my wife. And we said, we'll try 3 years. We have enough savings. If it doesn't work, I'll go back. So 2007, I came back in February and I started trading. 2007 was an easy market. Jeffrey had taught me a few things, and I had never forgotten them. Let me now take about 10 minutes talking to you what Jeffrey has taught me. And it was so simple. It was so powerful that I've never forgotten it. The first thing Jeffrey taught me is you have to understand why losses happen into this market. And this is what I'm going to share with you, what I was told in the year 2001, 2002. He said, Yogeshwar, in this market, the structure of the market is very different from the structure of the market people are used to. People are used to a debt market. In a debt market, like in a bank, what happens? You go, give your money at 8% a year. The bank will pass the money to somebody else as a higher rate of interest, and both will win. But in a stock market, let's say you want to buy Reliance at 800 rupees. You think it will go to 1200 rupees. You bought it. And now you are eagerly waiting for Reliance to go up to 1200 rupees. But let's look at the other side of the story. The person who sold those Reliance to you, isn't his point of view exactly opposite to yours? He would have never sold it to you if he also thought it is going to go up. He believes it is going to go down. Do you agree with me on this one? This is a very important point. Whether you are taking a 2-hour intraday trade, whether you're taking a 3 months positional trade, a long-term trade, this whole stock market is based on difference of opinions. So nobody can be 100% right here. So anybody who says ki I've never made losses here, I'm right 90% of the time, jhut bolta hai. He lies. I'm into this market for close to about 12, 13 years now. 2003 I started, now 2014 years. 14 years I'm into this market and my success rate is still about 70% only. This year I'm working on 65%. So there is no 90% here because it is based on the difference of opinions. Then what is the turning point here? The turning point here is that you have to plan your losses. You have to plan your loss. In this market, only 4 results are possible. Let's see if I have that slide. Yeah, this slide. Let's take this slide. There are only 4 results possible in any trade that you take: big loss, small profit, and big profit. Big loss doesn't mean 50% loss. If you are in 50% loss, you are dead. Big loss means any loss which is more than 10% of your capital is considered as a big loss. Anything more than 10% of your capital in long-term trading and anything more than 5% of your capital in short-term trading is considered as a big loss. And a big trader knows if he takes a big loss, his trading journey is finished. So you make sure you never take a big loss. Small losses and small profits, they will cancel each other. And what remains in your system is a big profit. And you will not have, let me open this point here. Let's say this is a screenshot of my trading today, the video that I've sent you. In one account, I made 26,000 rupees. In another account, I made about 28,000 rupees. And every trade I log. So let's look at this trade log of mine. In my trading room, I trade, and I don't trade alone. I have 500, 600 traders who trade with me every day. Okay, now you know my password, guys. It is ... and . So if I forget, please remind me. Right? So this is my day today. Every day I sit with 10 lakh rupees of capital with my traders and trade with them. Some are sitting with 25,000, some are sitting with 50,000, some with 5 lakh, some 10 lakh. I even have traders who are sitting with me for about 2 crore rupees. But I take about 10 lakh as a benchmark because that is the money you require to make it full time. On the other screen, of course, I have my personal trading going on where capital is much, much bigger. So here, we log our trades every day. And you see all the red ones, I have lost money. All the green ones, I have made money. And when it is deep green, you see this deep green, that day I have made a big profit, means more than 5% of my capital in a day, that is more than 50,000. And this whole year, how many times have I done that? 13 times only. Out of total 189 trading days, I have made big profits only on 13 days. The key is I don't have any big loss days, zero. Galat hona manzoor hai, bada loss manzoor nahi. 75 days are medium profit days, 10 to 50,000 rupees profit in a day. 37 days are small profit days. And 42 days are, small loss days. 20 days are, medium loss days. And, my success rate this year is 66% only. But I'm still making a very decent 20.9% a month. Not a year, per month. I'm talking. This is the potential of intraday and swing trading. Last 2 years, if you see, 2015-16, I clocked about 27% a month. And all these trades are visible. I live trade, I send videos to my traders, or recordings to my traders. With a 70% success rate, I could make about 27% a month. What is the key? Profit to loss ratio. My profit to loss ratio is about 6.4. For every 1 rupee I lose, the market is kind enough to give me 6.4 rupees. This is the make or break principle of the market. This is what Jeffrey taught me. He said, "Kuch bhi bhul jana, ye mat bhul jana." As long as your profits are bigger than your losses, you will create incomes in stock market. Can you agree with me on this one? As long as your profits are bigger than your losses, you will create incomes in stock market. Say yes if you agree with me here. And the moment you violate this principle, nobody cares how intelligent you are. Intelligence has nothing to do in this market. I have seen enough intelligent people standing naked on the road, all their money gone. This is a rule-based market where you have to learn how to adhere to a set of rules. And he said, never forget this. Make sure you never take a big loss. Small losses, small profits will cancel each other, and eventually you will get 1 or 2 big profits out of 10 trades, and that is good enough for you to make about 10% a month on your capital. This is the Guru mantra. He said, second reason why losses happen into this market is people don't like risk in the stock market, and this is a market where you can never make money if you don't like risk. Risk is the blood of this market. The base, people come and ask me, sir, can you tell me a day when there is no risk into the market? I said, note it down. Saturday, Sunday, no risk, but no money either. If the market will not move, how will you make money? Movement is risk, movement is uncertainty, and it is this uncertainty you will have to learn how to capture. And if you learn how to capture this uncertainty, you will do, it's all about skill, timing, finding the right stocks, and there is a method and a system to it. You should know fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis will tell you what to buy. Technical analysis, chart reading will tell you when to buy and when to sell. Risk management will tell you how much risk can you take depending on your personality and your risk-taking capacity. And psychology of trading will make sure that your mind is your friend, not your enemy. Your emotions are your biggest enemy if you don't understand them. You have to remain rational in a market that is purely emotional. Another reason why losses happen here into this market is people are looking for guarantees. There are no guarantees here, guys. Even the stock market, when you open a trading account, demat account, buy a mutual fund, give money for portfolio management, don't they make you sign at many places that stock market is subject to market risk? And you are responsible for your profits and you are responsible for your losses, right? So when अपने हाथ ही हम उनको काट के दे देते हैं तो कौन क्यों आपको प्रॉफिट देने वाला है? हमारा खुद का भाई नहीं देता है. Why will an unknown person guarantee you any profits into this market? Looks a little tough, looks a little rough, but that's a fact. Another reason why losses happen into this market is people think that money can be made only when the price is going up. Because they don't know anything about derivatives, they only know stocks. Husband doing trading in stocks for the whole day. 3:30 the market closes, husband comes home. Just by looking at the face of the husband, the wife can tell whether the market went up or the market went down. Right? While the fact is, this is a bi-directional market in which you can make money in both the directions. And if you go on my channel, it is full of it. Full of it. Let's see today's itself. I have put one today, this one. Those who have come late, I'll put the link again so that you get that. This is my live trading today. Openly, I show and teach. And until unless you live trade with the traders, you won't learn. It can't be learned from theory. You can't learn open heart surgery by, reading a book on open heart surgery, can you? A doctor, when he goes into the medical college, in the first 2 years, he has all the theoretical knowledge. But he has not practiced, he doesn't have any skill. That's why in the first 2 years, they only give him dead bodies to experiment with, because they know without practice and skill, if they give him a live body to experiment with, he will convert it into a dead body. That is what most of the people do with their money in the stock market. Guys, stock market is a direct route. Please understand, it is a direct route. Every other place, there is the scope for a sorry, not in this one. In your job, if you do a mistake, you can say sorry to your boss. Maybe he won't cut it from your salary. In your business, if you do a mistake, you can say sorry to your customer. Maybe he won't cut it from your bill. But has it ever happened that you have lost a lot of money in stock market? You call the National Stock Exchange and say, sorry, next time nahi karunga. Anybody got the money back? It's a direct route. But when you make profits, nobody asks you for a cut here. There is no corruption here. It's an amazing profession. You don't have to open any office. You don't have to hire any employees. You don't have to give any service to anybody. No infrastructure is required. You don't need to step out of your house. There is no retirement here. You can start at 12. You can continue till 95. Amazing profession. And your dependency on anybody else is absolutely zero. No minimum qualification required. An illiterate person with skill can take money here from a unilliterate, unskilled PhD. This is what the stock market is. And here you see, this is a classic one. Let's watch it for some time. This is from 3 o'clock till about 3:25. I will not go 25 minutes. We will watch it in part. I'm trading with my traders here today. Rallied up, formed a double top here, came down. This is what we have seen, and it is working out in the end now. What we saw and what we are analyzing today is this. The market rallied up, formed a double top here, came down, formed a double bottom, and jumped up from this level. Touched the 38% Fibonacci retracement level, and in the morning it gapped up. This was the gap up. So we took our positions somewhere around these levels, and then gradually build them, and now we see slowly the market is walking down. We had booked some profit earlier. Now I think time has come for some more profit booking here. So I'm making about 11,000 rupees of profit I have booked here, and time to book a little more. So I'll add one more in this one. We will book our. And see, we are booking our profits in this one. I am in a M2M of 9,000. I'll go forward now here. So here let's go here. This one a little more. And I have two positions left. So at 15:20, 5 minutes from now, I'll square off one. This I will keep till Tuesday. This is directional neutral, so here I don't care which direction the market goes. Now market is holding this level, so let me take off this also. Let me remove my stop losses if I have any here. This is the power of derivative trading, guys. If you understand your technicals properly, it was a pretty simple trade today, a retracement of Fibonacci and a gap. Trading capital about 10 lakh rupees. I normally trade with a capital of 10 lakh every day. And on that, I think we will just see how much will we make. So here I have finished my trading now. I have booked 26,000 rupees, 706, 26,706. I have booked into this account. And on the other one, let's go and check out one more. Other one that I'm doing, you see here slowly. Now this is forming flags, The pole, the flag, the pole making one more flag just needs to be seen if it will go down all the way there. And I have most of the trades are finished now. I just have this one left. And there also I have a stop loss at 9,801. So, and here I have booked 26,756. So last 26. So here you can see, guys, I think you can watch the rest yourself. Here I am making money not as the price is going up, but I'm making money as the price is going down. So this is what another thing most people don't realize, that this is a bi-directional market in which money can be made in both the directions. So if I go here, let's say to NSEindia.com, money is not there in stocks anymore. Stocks don't contribute so much to the market. See here, today, 2,000 stocks which are traded on NSE, the turnover was 26,335 crores. But stock futures, only about 211 are traded on NSE. The turnover was 42,000 crores, double than 2,000. Two index futures, Nifty, Bank Nifty, 16,000 crores. Four currency futures, 13,000 crores. 9 commodities, roughly about 30-40,000 crores a day. So stocks only contribute to 15 to 20% of the turnover these days. So it is the derivative market which is going. And if you want to see the power, watch this video. I think this is the one you might be interested in watching, where in just about 12 minutes I could make about 51,000 rupees, guys. And my worst case scenario was 1,300 rupees of loss if I had been wrong there. So this is the potential of this market. Most people don't know that this is a great market for a few hours also, for a few days also. So that's why they make losses. They have in their head it is risky. Of course it is risky. Everything is risky. You're married, isn't it risky? Don't you manage the risk? So these are the things Jeffrey taught me. He said you have to negate here the skill risk. You have to negate here the time risk. You have to negate here the risk of the leverage. And if these three risks you can negate, you will always make money into this market, as long as your profits are bigger and your losses are smaller. So I adhered to that. And 2007, 8, 9, 3 years, I could easily live off the trading income. Then 3 years later, I went to my dad, showed him all my profits, bank accounts. He looked seriously at it, then said, "Why don't you teach me also?" I said, "He has agreed." So in 2009, I became a full-time professional trader, got all my engineering stuff to my juniors. Asked Jeffrey, how do I go to the next level? And Jeffrey said, only one way. Start live trading in front of others. That will put a lot of pressure on you to perform. In India at that time, there was nobody live trading in front of others. Today also, there is nobody live trading in front of others. Everybody is talking, nobody is live trading. So I started live trading from 2009 onwards. And he said, don't do it for free, do it for a fees. Otherwise, people will not respect the knowledge and they will not work hard to get it. If you get admission in engineering for free, nobody will become an engineer. So I started charging a fees and people started coming, watching me live trading. And between 2009 to 2010, a few thousand people have come and watched and learned from me. Then in 2010 October, international company, Online Trading Academy, they came to India. They were looking for some consultants in India. Somebody recommended by name, my name there. Till that time, I had not worked with international traders. I found that as a good opportunity to work with them. I said yes. And from October 2010 till August 2012, I was part of this wonderful group of traders, learned a lot from them. These are some of the top traders of the world that I have learned from here, guys. Now 6 people have left. I always keep on counting, but 65 are still there. Great. This was another great experience for me. I used to travel all over the country take workshops, and I saw that a lot of people were suffering from losses. And since I was in a consultancy model, I had my limitations. In August 2012, I said thank you to this group, learned a lot from them, and I started working on a mentoring model of my own. By this time, stock market was not only my passion and my profession, but it has also become my social work. And I said, if I can reach out 10 lakh people in my lifetime and tell them about the stock market the way I have learned it, I would have done something meaningful in my life. And mind you, till the age of 38, I knew nothing about it. And my firm belief till the age of 38 was stock market means gambling, and I started from absolute zero on this. So August 2012, said thank you to this group, created a mentoring model of my own, more Indianized, more affordable, and where people could learn how to become traders and investors. And in December 2012, I launched my first group of traders. And this is my company, pathfinderstrainings.com. I'm the owner of this company. This is John Bollinger, inventor of Bollinger Bands. And this was my first batch in 2012 December. Since then, more than 75 batches like that have passed out in Mumbai and many cities of India. 2 years ago, we started our online trainings, and I found that with my online trainings, I can reach even the remote places in India, cities where I'll never travel, some places which require, learning more. It happens. One day I had a call. My team, they receive a lot of phone calls every day. So one day they said, sir, there's this lady, Jushmi, from Assam, she wants to talk to you. And I said, pass it on. She said, sir, I'm from a remote place in Assam, in a village, but we have electricity and internet connection. Tell me, we have no employment here. I have to take care of my old parents. Can I become a trader? I said, what is your need? She said, if I can make 8 to 10,000 rupees a month, I never have to go out of my village. I have tears in my eyes. I said, yes, you can learn. But are you willing to commit about 6 months to learn it? She said, yes. Today, she's a successful professional trader, full-time from her own village. Imagine how happy her parents would be. So, stock market is not only the need of the people in a city, it is equally a need of a person in a small city, in a town, and in a village. And that's what motivates me every day. Now, stock market trainings in Pathfinders are totally online. I run a 6 months of online trading with live tradings and a lifetime of support. And every day in my online trading room, I live trade with my traders. This is what motivates and ticks me every day, guys. And a place where the reality is where most people make losses, if you understand and convert it into profits, that is a fantastic way of. These are the 4 forms of trading that you can practice: intraday trading, swing trading, positional trading, and long-term trading. Intraday and swing trading are, for creating incomes. Many people say, I do a day job. How can I become an intraday trader? You can. These days, with algo trading and auto trading in place, you can easily do trading by spending maybe half an hour in a day and about 45 minutes before you go to sleep a night before. So you don't have to. Most people think you have to sit in front of the market for the whole day. Not at all. Not at all. You can easily do trading by just sparing maybe half an hour, 1 hour in a day, and you can concentrate on your job after that. So let's talk about portfolio. Portfolio is everybody's need. How do people approach portfolio? Either they think they have to buy a mutual fund. Well, mutual funds have not delivered. Come on, guys, 10, 15% a year. No, you will not become financially free with that. Take control in your own hands. You have no fees to pay if you do it yourself. And other myth people I have to do nothing. I just have to buy blue chip companies, hold them from a long period of time, because over a period of time, all blue chips and large caps go. Let's look at this one. This is Nifty. moving up since 2002. 17 years we are in a bull run now. 17 years we are in a bull run. Somebody asks, can I create monthly incomes here? Of course you can. Isn't this what I'm doing, guys, here? I have a lot of losing days, a lot of red days, a lot of losing days I have. But I don't have a single losing month. I don't have a single losing month. I get a salary every month here because I work on my skills, so can you. So let's see, by this all large cap should be up. Suzlon, a blue chip from Gujarat, down from 450 to 15 rupees now. But at the same time, Yes Bank, Mr. Rana Kapoor's bank, is up from 100 to 350. Arcom is down from 800 rupees to 19 rupees. But Anuaga's company is up from 100 to 950. DLF has lost all the money of its investors, 1200 to 164. NBCC, it is up in the bull run here. A lot of people buy IPOs. For me, IPO and lottery is one and the same. I'll show you some. Unitech has gone down. ACZ is up. BHEL is down. Siemens is up. JP Associates is down. TCS is up. And Kingfisher will never fly again. How do you know 10 years ago which one will become TCS and which one will become Kingfisher? Right? So obviously this can't be a way of managing your portfolio. Let's look at the correct method. What is the correct method? The correct method is that you have to know the whole crux of building a portfolio. Let's learn that now. Let's take an example. Let's say you have to buy a mobile phone for 50,000 rupees. You have a budget of 50,000 rupees. You want to buy a mobile phone. Will you just go and buy any random mobile phone, or will you do some research? Tell me, how will you approach buying your mobile phone? Yeah, please answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Everybody said they will do R&D. Very good. Thank you. You do your R&D, your zero down on your mobile phone, take your 50,000 rupees, go, to the shop, give to the shopkeeper 50,000 rupees, and he gives you a mobile phone in your hand. Immediately as you get it in your hand, can you sell it back to that shopkeeper for 50,000 rupees? Very important question. Very important question. No, very good answer. Now the question is, why is it a no? No is a correct answer, but why no? Why a no? Yes, Rahul, right answer from Bangalore. Because you bought a depreciating asset. And if you have a depreciating asset and if you expect it to go down, that is foolishness. A depreciating asset never goes up in price. A car is a depreciating asset. A TV is a depreciating asset. A mobile phone is a depreciating asset. So, in stock market, when you put your money into a stock, shouldn't you check whether it is an appreciating company or is it a depreciating company? There are 10,000 stocks listed on BSE and NSE together. 10,000 companies are listed. And do you know, out of them, 90% are depreciating assets. 90%. They're depreciating assets. So when you are buying a company, aren't you buying the partnership in a company? You are buying a partnership in a business. So shouldn't you learn how to evaluate that business first? To find out whether it is an overvalued business or an undervalued business. If you buy an overvalued business and it goes down, well, you can't blame the business. You bought the wrong business. So the key to portfolio building is to identify undervalued companies. That's the key. And for that, you should know, you should be proficient in fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is the study of companies, understanding the companies in the qualitative aspects and the quantitative aspects. It includes knowing about the entrepreneur, knowing about the business, knowing about the competitors, knowing about the scenarios, futures, products, services, but it also includes understanding the basics of the balance sheets, your profits, your losses. And out of 10,000 companies, you first zero down the 1,000 that are undervalued. And out of the 1,000, you zero down the 100 which are worth keeping in your portfolio. And out of them, you find out about 20 that you can pick up for your portfolio. That is the method of portfolio building. The fundamental analysis will tell you what to buy. Let's take an example. Let's go here. Look at an example here. A few years back, I was looking at, I'm a book lover, so I started buying books from Flipkart. I was very happy. I said, this model will work because even if people have to buy online, it still has to be delivered physically. So courier companies will benefit. And I zeroed down on an undervalued courier company, Blue Dart. I bought Blue Dart. I'll tell you what happened to Blue Dart. This is Blue Dart, guys. Blue Dart went from 1,000 rupees to 7,000 rupees. So, but when the move started in Blue Dart, Blue Dart was undervalued here also. Here also it was undervalued. Here also at 57 rupees. But you have to enter when the business model becomes mature and the move start. That's what you have to learn and move into. And what will decide when to enter and when to exit? It will be decided by technical analysis, study of charts. Technical analysis will not waste your time. It will tell you when the move starts. It also tells you when the move finishes, because you not only have to learn how to buy here, it is equally important that you learn how to sell it here. Otherwise, your profits will turn into a losses, and it can also become like this. A classical example is RS Software. 100 to 400, 400 to 62. And there are so many stories like this. Kitex Garments. From 20 rupees to 724, 724 to 211. So, and fundamentals are not constant. They keep on changing. So you have to learn, evaluate every quarter what is happening to the fundamentals. Technicals will tell you what to buy and what to sell. This is the key to portfolio building, learning how to find the undervalued companies. In my courses, I train you and teach you how to find your own undervalued companies by learning fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and risk management. How to find undiscovered companies, which will become multi-baggers without giving 1 rupee of yours to anybody. You know, if somebody says to you, I'm an expert, ask him only one thing. Will you live trade in front of me? Will you send me a recording? Do you have something on YouTube I can see? You know, and will you help me build my portfolios? You trade your money, I'll trade my money. I don't mind paying you for it. Because that's what coaches are supposed to do. That's what I do. I'm a professional trader, and so can you become. I started at 38. Many of you are in your 20s. You can start. So this is how portfolios are built. Intraday trading. To do intraday trading, you know, stock is not your, asset. Your asset is futures. Index futures, stock futures, options, commodity, and forex. These are your assets. And The commodity is a market which is open right now. Also, at this moment, also commodity is open. Like this is crude oil that is going on, and you can learn how to trade this. These candles are moving right now. Also, you can learn how to. This market is open till 11:30 in the night, and it is 1:20 times leveraged market. Great market to go for. So you can trade stocks, futures, options, commodity, forex. Options is an amazing product, limited losses, unlimited profits. Brilliant product if you know, but then option is a very fast moving product. Option is a very fast moving product. Now somebody, like Ajay asked a question, he says, how do we do intraday trading? In intraday trading, you have to be very proficient in taking decisions. And the key of intraday trading is risk management. You identify the right stock, you identify it at the right place, and you understand when the momentum has started changing. Before the direction changes, the momentum changes. You saw we shorted right at top when the momentum started changing. Your oscillators, your indicators, your trend line. And how to identify the right stock, you learn that, Lakshmi. I teach that. How will you identify? Like for intraday trading today, out of Tata Steel, Reliance, and HDFC Bank, which one is worth buying and which one is worth selling? And that is dictated by technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and risk management. You can trade commodities, you can trade forex. All these are tradable. And to trade, you should know what to buy, when to buy, how much risk to take, and when to get out. People ask me, sir, how's your portfolio doing? And I say, I sold my portfolio in July. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see here. I go to my YouTube. Just a minute. Let's try to find out that mail. Of July. I'll go back to this. That might be a lot of things here. And let me go to July and see if I can find that SMS that I sent to all my traders when I exited my full portfolio. And I'll also tell you why I exited it. Let's go to July. I'm in September. Let's go down this. I'll go down to July. Post I put. I'm in August now. Let's go to. Okay. Let's see. This is one of my students' trade log. Yeah, here. This is one more. I keep on getting this. Sir, I've resigned my job and I'm doing full-time trading. On an average, I'm making about 25,000 per week in Bank Nifty options. Your class at Hyderabad and later. I always feel good when people say that. But I want to show you. I'm in July. I'm in August now. Okay, you can go through this. This is my page, guys. Pathfinders training. You can see this. Okay, I'm in August. No, let me do that here. Here, that's my SMS, guys. This is my SMS in July, August. We said, dear sir, I booked profit in my stock portfolio today. Nifty P 24.3 looks very expensive. That's where I went out, and I'm sitting on cash right now. Okay, so a lot of friend requests. I'll accept them today. If I say P of Nifty, sure, let's learn a little more. And if I go here, that's the price to equity ratio. Those of you know some fundamental analysis. And let's say I pick up this month. And I see at this time, this is the peak. The P on about 12-13 September was about 26.2. That's my dog barking, as we have a dog. So that's his barking you're listening to. I have two boys. One of them is now studying in the US. He's doing his B.Tech from IIT, in Chicago, and the younger was in strength. So, and they are trained for trading from the very start. So here, this is now this P of 26, is the most expensive in the last 8 years. This was the P before the crash of 2008. And the same mania, wasn't the same mania not there in 2007? Same mania. And that's when we got out. We are out of it. And it is a perfect opportunity to go short on this one. So here, if I look on this, now people ask me, where can the market go? I said, it can come down till here. And then they ask me a question, which I always laugh at. He said, no, but it cannot come down till here. And I said, well, if it can go up till here, tell me the reason why it can't come down till here. Makes sense, guys? We have an economy that is growing at 5.7%. That's our GDP now. We are not doing great. We are doing bad. After the GST implication, we are doing bad. And our market is hugely overvalued now. Hugely overvalued. And I won't be very surprised if it slowly drags down to about 8,000 in a few months. And that's why it doesn't make any sense to be in stocks anymore. It makes a lot of sense to learn short trading, and short your futures, buy your puts. But for that, you should have a skill for it, right? Does it make sense on this, guys, to you? So you should know when to buy, when to go out. And so many people are buying now. I think people are buying crazy mutual fund. Everybody is buying mutual funds. And what is the disclaimer says? Stock market is subject to market risk. Please read your offer document. Now, a lot of people buy IPOs. People ask me, sir, what IPO do you buy? I said, I have never bought a single IPO in my life. Buying IPO and gambling is one and the same, because I don't have the required information. Let me go here, check if I have any. Yeah, this is an IPO list, guys. Let's go look at a few IPOs that were launched. And let's count them. And I'll open the daily chart to see after they are launched, where do they go? This is your AU Bank. I've listed many of them. Some might be missing. This is AU Bank IPO. After listing, where did it go? Down. And mind you, the market went up. This is Matrimony IPO, which just got launched a few days back. And the marriage is already going bad. This matrimony is not working. Dum. ICICI is flat. BSC has gone down. CDSL has gone down. Cochin Shipyard is going down. DMart is the only one up. Eris down. GTPL down. Hudco down. Lal Pathlat, pathetic. PNB Housing now started going down. PSP Project, this one is moving up. S-Chan, this is down. Only one is up. You can't keep on trying for one that is up. Please be aware of the 70% that never go up. What is the failure rate? 70%, 80%. Whether you go to a casino, whether you buy IPO, very frankly, one and the same thing. So, when we are coming to the market, we have to be skilled, we have to be informed. You have to learn how to manage your risk. You have to train yourself. You have to pay your money into your education. You have to commit time. That's how you make money. There's nothing called free. See, there's nothing free, I guess. You have to learn. And it is your commitment of time that is very important here. See here. So let's go back. Okay, what is the skill set required here? You should be very good with fundamental analysis, technical analysis. Stock filtering should be brilliant, both fundamental stock filtering and technical stock filtering. Risk management should be proper. mastery of online platform. 10 people have gone now. 64 are still there. You're brave people. I'm proud of you guys. So, liking the session so far? Do you think some value is being added here? I'm a little blunt, sorry for that. But I'm a trader. Traders are very blunt people. You know, they're not dependent on anybody, so they're blunt. So here, you'd have to be risk management, mastery of online platforms, you should know. Then you should know high probability trading techniques. I've seen people who have one strategy and they keep on hiding it forever as if it is the secret to enlightenment. Come on. In my classes, I teach 40, 50 strategies. In many of my YouTube videos, I keep them open. A strategy is like a tool. You have to know in what situation, which tool has to be used. And if that skill is not there, all tools are useless. So I teach almost 40, 50 strategies in my classes that you can use to make money in different kind of situations. You should have a proper trading plan. Your money management has to be brilliant. Who are the people who lose the most money in intraday trading? People who want to make a lot of money with no money. So they're looking for leverage. They're looking for discounted brokers. आधे लोग तो इसी में उनकी जिंदगी खत्म हो जाती है कि मुझे सस्ता brokerage किधर मिलेगा. I always prefer a quality broker who will give me stuff. So, money management, managing emotions and your subconscious mind. Okay, now let me tell you about the trainings that I run. Earlier, I used to do both physical trainings and online trainings, but now there is no room in my physical trainings, and physical trainings have a limitation only to certain cities. So now I've made all my trainings totally online, and I've seen that in online trainings, people learn more. Since they get recordings, they can rewind forward. It remains with them for 6 months. So the learning is more. So the trainings are totally online now. I run a 6 months of online practical training with live trading, underline, where I teach intraday trading, swing trading, positional trading, and long-term trading. All asset classes I teach you: stocks, futures, options, commodity, and forex. These are some of my batches that have passed out in the last 4 years in various cities. Now, of course, it is totally online. All kind of people used to come: male, female, young, old, finance, non-finance. How much should you know before you come into my classes? Nothing. I start from absolute zero. I assume that you know nothing, and that's how I came, and they started becoming so crowded, it was very difficult to accommodate people after some time. So here, these are some of my physical trainings that have happened. This is a course content detail. It is available on my site, pathfinderstrainings.com. I will also be sending you a recording of this session so that you can again go to it. And the key is live trading that I will be doing with you. Let me tell you how the model works. So it's a 6 months of online training with lifetime support from me. But I prepare you for a month before you will start the live trading and live learning from me. So it is 1 month of foundation preparation before your 6 months of live training and trading starts. So in the start, I'll be sending you 32 hours of recorded training, 8 hours each. So I have 4 days of training, 8 hours each. Each session is 8 hours. And each day will be given you for 3 days. So that in 3 days, you finish 8 hours. Even if you do 2-3 hours in a day, you can finish it in about 2-3 days. And I will give you 2 weeks to finish this 32 hours of training. And this 32 hours of training, you can access anytime in 6 months if you need to revise it or do it. This 32 hours of training is absolutely from zero. It will make, and this is online, so you can do it any place. You can do it from any place, Ajay. It's totally online. You can be from anywhere and you can do it. We send you a login ID, password, and you can access it. And in this 6 months, you can listen to it as many times as you want. Okay. So 32 hours of training, 4 days that you have to finish in 2 weeks, about 15 days. After you have finished this 32 hours of training, then last Wednesday and Thursday of the month, I will live trade in front of you. I will live trade in front of you. One just finished, so I can show you this one here. Just a minute. I just finished live trading this Wednesday, Thursday. Let me show you a trade log of that. Let me just find it. Okay. So here, this was a live trading that I did just in last Wednesday and Thursday. So in this, I will be doing a lot of trading with all the methods that I've taught you. And like here, I traded for about 6,83,000 rupees of capital I used. And about 3.7 crore rupees was the turnover I did in 2 days. Made a profit of about 33,000 rupees here. So these 2 days, you will just watch me. You're not ready. You will not trade with me, but you will watch me how a professional trader works with his money. This will make the connection between the 32 hours of training and then 16 hours, roughly about 16, 9 to 6, about 14 hours of live trading I will, do in front of you. This will give you the confidence, guys. Okay. Now your training will start. Your training starts now. Ab tak to sirf foundation ban rahi. Now your training will start. Your 6 months online training starts after you attend 2-day live trading demonstration with me. So the training will consist of every Thursday of yours in the night time is busy. So every Thursday night, 9 to 11 in the night, live, the way I'm teaching live now, I will take an online learning session on a topic, and I will also record the session the way this is being recorded, and the recording will be sent to you the next day. So first and Thursday, every month, 9 to 11 the night, there would be a live learning session with question answers and recordings. Then second Thursday of the month in the night, from 8 to 11 in the night, you will be doing live commodity trading with me. You will be doing live commodity trading with me. So 9 to 11, okay, let's do this. Yeah, 2 days live trading, this one here. Okay. Yeah, 9 to 11 recordings, then have this one. Second Thursday of the month, from 8 in the night to 11 in the night, you will live trade with me. Live trading sessions will not be sent recordings. That way you make sure that you come and attend them live. There's pressure on you to attend them live. And here you will not watch me now. You will trade with me under guidance. The way these traders were trading with me and making money, you will trade with me. Then last Thursday of the month, the expiry day, 9 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon, you will again trade with me. That means in 6 months, 12 times, 12 days, you will be live trading with me, which will give you a lot of practice here. So here, now your learning is going on. Every Friday night, you will receive an additional recording session. So this is a star session. What is a star session? I'm doing these trainings for years. Some trainings students said so they were very, very good. So we have compiled 25 sessions like that, which covers the full course. So every Friday, we will send one recording of this session, so that within 3 months, your course is revised again. Next 3 months, it is revised again. What is skill? Skill is transfer of knowledge from conscious mind to subconscious mind by practice, practice, and practice. Now 59 are left, guys, out of 72. So that is regular. About 20-25% people go away, and I love you guys. You are the serious ones. So then every Wednesday, 11 to 12 in the morning, I will have a mentoring session with recordings. And this is for life. This is not limited to 6 months. And once you start trading, you will have queries, questions. So every Wednesday, 11 to 12, I will take a mentoring session where I will share my trades, where I will answer your queries, and I'll also give my view of the market. So in a summary, 4 days online recorded sessions. You have to finish in 2 to 3 weeks. Then 2 days of live trading demonstration. You see how I trade. Then your learning starts. And then 6 months in a format that I've told you will be going for. I have, in the start till the end, the sessions would be taken by me. I do not delegate. I have an able team of 10 people who will help and support you. After the training, you can make your own stock portfolio. You can do intraday trading, long and short. You can do swing trading. You can trade options, commodity, forex, and you will make money even when the market is going down. This is what this training costs, guys. That's all. 32,000 rupees plus 18% GST, just 37,760 rupees. Other than that, no software to be bought. No data package to be bought, no gimmicks, no discounts, nothing. That's all it is. And with this money, I want to reach out to those 10 lakh people, who also wants to learn how to trade, and many of them can't even afford this. So total 37,760 rupees. And once you're properly trained, it requires just about a week of proper trading with futures to recover all this money back. Once you have become serious here, you also become eligible for our online trading rooms. This is only for my students. Outsides are not allowed here. And I charge in this just 3,500 rupees a month from GST. That's all. I run them on a cost-to-cost basis. And here every day in the morning, 9 to 11, 2 hours, you can live trade with me. And I also send you recordings by evening. And if you're not near the market, all the trades will also come to you by SMS. Okay, so this is the model, guys.